Alright, hello and welcome to my Nuke nade tutorial. This one's going to be very short because I do not know much utility for Nuke, so bear with me as we go over it. The first thing that I will show you is the secret wall of smokes for outside. So you line up here, you take your smoke out, you have a teammate drop you one here, you aim here. In between these two windows, you jump through the smoke, you pick up the other smoke, you aim here below this thing on the wall and this red container in the middle, the second one, and you jump throw. That's going to be your secret wall. And then alongside that, you need a teammate to just throw this smoke, which is, aimed at this part of the fence, and just, run through it. So that obviously you cannot be seen as you get into red now. I will show you the CT default that I do whenever I play outside, because of one very important thing. So I aim like a molly, kind of like so, right? Okay, I should actually probably do it like I would. So like to the left of this part of the wall, and then just, run through it on the left side of this fence. So like that. Obviously I have an incendiary when I'm playing the CT side. And then when I throw that, I take my smoke out and throw it like this usually. Why? So that I can, play behind red or do whatever and have them not know about it. However, if the downside to this is if they're doing this secret wall, then they don't have to throw this smoke themselves because you've obviously thrown it for them, as you can see. So just one thing to keep in mind: if you're doing this secret wall and your CT counterpart is doing his glaive smoke most rounds, then you have to throw the first smoke, I guess. So this is the Navi smokes. So yeah, you get two teammates to drop you a smoke here. So you get into here, you find this, and you just go a little bit to the left, basically alongside to this wall, maybe even, the most important thing is you don't go like so left that you're down, your bottom line on the crosshair hits like this wall, right? So just kind of like this works. You jump through it, you jump through the second smoke right here, and the third smoke is top right of the window. It's a W jump throw. So this is what it looks like. These are your smokes, I should say. Obviously, if you're crossing like deep here, then you have to like take this fight to heaven, or you can cross next to the smokes and be invisible. Obviously, they will be breaking these spokes, spamming them, so be careful. And what you can also try to do is, you can also try to like lurk into garage with these smokes, because this smoke will make you invisible to main. Well, okay, it didn't spread down properly now because I right-clicked it, but you get the idea. You will be invisible to main, and then you can just try to lurk in if there's no one playing here. There's a lot of things you can do. If you want to smoke garage, you can do so in two ways that I know of. So you can go here, like here, and you can aim here and jump throw. That's the first way to do it. Okay. The second way to do it is, oh, wrong button. You go here, like where these two lines meet, I guess, and you aim here. So basically my bottom line is here and my left line is here. So something like this would be it. And it takes a while to fall. Now I like it throwing it like this. It's very hard for them to like see around anything. The only thing he can see is this from here. If he goes on the right side here, he cannot see anything unless he starts spamming. As you saw already on the left side, he cannot see anything other than top silo. Just your regular utility you don't really need a lineup for when you're doing your regular outside clears. You can always like, I did not mean to do that. I meant to do this. You can always molly, like back red to make sure that there's nobody playing here close. You can also molly it by just bouncing a molly off of that. Maybe, yeah. And then, even if he's here, like your silo player can see him. Maybe you can bounce it a bit better than I did. You can also just, flash above this part of outside. For anyone playing a bit further back, you can flash like that for a cross, etc., etc. If you're on the CT side, you can have teammates drop you nades here. You can just break the smokes depending on where they are, and look over them. If you have a teammate in secret or somewhere, maybe a teammate in main that wants to fight through the smokes, you can always just flash kind of like that. This will catch, anyone. So, the outside stuff. You just, if you want to play this map, to be honest, there's a lot of things you can do. Outside is very puggy, so you can just figure out what works for you. Now, if you're trying to rush A, I'll show you two pieces of utility that are really good. So you get alongside like the right side of this truck, you aim at the third ladder a bit to the left just so you don't hit like this. So just, you know, like that. Then you run, you get on top, right? You do all of this while running. You do all of this while running. When you're when you pass like this line, you will like just run through the molly. So okay, now I did fuck it up. I didn't know exactly where to aim, but this is what it looks like full speed. So it goes like this, and as soon as you pass it, you throw it, jump throw it. You will be mollying hut. Molly's here a little bit too, but you know, if you have like one player going here, you can just run through it a bit. It's not really gonna hurt him. It's gonna do like 10 damage, and maybe you have 3 teammates running out here, and you know, you clear top hut immediately. Now, as well, if you want to rush A, you can, you know, line this wall up so it's like exactly in front of you, and find the third line here. Run forward until your crosshair gets to like a bit after the top of the door, and jump through the flash. Let's see if I get this first try. Not really. So it's supposed to look kind of something like this. You basically jump through it like a bit before you're actually gonna hit the wall, and this is where they land. Now they will be blinding your teammates, but the point is for them to land before your teammates have went out, or maybe just as the first guy's going out. As well, you can also throw a flash like this, kind of, and just, you know, be looking away. Second guy could have a smoke in his hands ready to extinguish any mollies. It's an interesting idea, right? Now, if you want to molly hut regularly, what I do is I just get like on top of this part of this thing, I don't know what it is, and just go a bit to the left of the second line from the right side of the window, so like in the middle of these two lines, to be honest, and just run a little bit and throw the molly. So this is what that looks like. You will molly top hut. Sometimes you will molly here, sometimes you will molly here, depending on the spread of the Molotov, which is kind of random still. Alright, so if you want to molly backside, you will get yourself up against the middle of this. You will aim here, so go 1, 2, 3, 4, or below the left side of, you know, whatever. You just aim here, you jump through the molly, and you can also flash the same way. So the flash pops, let me show you. Here, the flash pops here, so your teammate that's coming out hot, it doesn't blind them, because it lands behind the silo. Right, so you can be coming out hut. If you have a teammate doing the hut molly, he has backside mollied, hut mollied, he has flashes, he can come in, go, you know, one guy can trade him, one guy can maybe do here. Also, at the start of every round, you should be just throwing a nade, someone at least should be throwing a nade like that. And then you can also, if you're hitting A, you can smoke like that, you can molly like so, come out here, you know, try to, sorry about that. Oh my god, I'm hitting all of the keybinds. You can flash like this, you can molly like this, you can even flash like that. Whatever you want to do. There's so many options. There's a lurk smoke from here, so you get yourself into here, and you find the third one, I think it was here. Yes, it was. So you find the, you know, you go from here, you go, I guess I counted this one. It's the second one from the end of this. I don't know if it's like a AC shaft or I don't fucking know what it is. Doesn't matter. You go here, okay, and you jump through the smoke. And this is what it looks like, and it's a vent lurk smoke. Now you can pair that up with the molly that lands there, and nobody can really hold this. You know what they should do at the start of every CT round. The guy, the 2A players, with the guy with the better spawn should be mollying, right? Not like that. Wow. It's clear that I don't really play this position, but you molly like that. Don't do what I just did. And the second guy mollies hot. Usually that's kind of the default. So this smoke will half extinguish this molly or fully extinguish it, depending on how it's thrown. And then if you open this with a nade, and you have the hot molly, you can even wait out the CT molly if it's, you know, still here, and you can try to, you know, walk out, go into hot. Now, probably someone will come here and you know, spam and whatnot, but it's still good to, you know, throw wrench in the works. Generally, the default utility is outside smokes. Blow open the door, maybe smoke here, maybe not, depending on the round. That's the T default utility. C2 default utility is just molly, and do something on ramp. And then also on outside, maybe molly smoke or something. It's, yeah, a lot of utility gets used up rather quickly on this map, to be honest. Okay, now if you want to do something stupid, you can get yourself into this corner. You can aim here, throw a flash. This will not blind you, as you can see, because it pops on the left. And after you throw that flash, you take a flash, you aim here, you walk forward, and you throw it. And this is what that flash does. So it pops like here. And so you do them both, and you can try to, you know, get a kill this way. It's very stupid. Rarely works, because you have so much to clear. You have to clear backside, you have to clear heaven, you have to clear on top of hut, you have to clear C2 vent, you have to clear Tetris, you have to clear everything. However, as well, this is not a bad distraction if your teammates are going somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's stupid, but sometimes it can work. If you want to flash your teammates for a ramp peak, you go like alongside this right side and you aim at this second light. You left click, throw a flash, which bounces here, does not blind your teammates because it lands behind the box, and it will get anyone here. It will get most ramp positions. It will probably, you know, even this guy, even though it's going to land behind him, he's going to like see a flash and turn from it. So it's very, very useful. Last thing I want to show you, if you're the heaven player, or, you know, rotator or whatever, you get in the middle of this gray beam. You aim here, so you have like these windows, you aim in the middle of them on top. And you left click throw a smoke for Squeaky. So thank you guys for watching. I know it wasn't a lot of utility, a very, very short video, but again, I don't really play this map that much, and I don't know that much utility for it. I should probably know more. But you know, this is just the basic stuff that you can get away with if you're just pugging or whatever. Like, you shouldn't need much more than that. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, you know, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I love hearing from you guys always. And hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. I'll do a cache video next, and I'll do an overpass video after it as well, because I know some overpass utility, even though it's not in the pool, it's a shame for it to go to waste. Like, they might, you know, bring it back at a certain point. It might still be useful. So yeah. Bye guys, have a great day.